Hopefully by now you are ready to become your own hard money lender and you're super excited to take action. Either it's to continue to grow your current business or to start from scratch and get moving. So you've been involved in all these videos. Hopefully you watched all of them. If there's one that kind of stood out that you need more information on, rewatch it. I certainly encourage you to kind of go through these more and more over and over. So we went through everything. We started from the beginning. We went through everything that Chris and I do and have done on a regular basis, as well as work with some of our one-on-one coaching clients with. So we went over the marketing stuff, we went over the origination and the scripting and the processing and the underwriting and the raising capital, where we find our private capital lenders from, how we match them up to a deal, everything related to everything, the post-closing side. So you have all the tools, you have all the knowledge, you have all the resources to do this. Again, the hard money lending business is not all that difficult. It's not brain surgery. Anyone can do it. We were able to do it. We were able to grow our portfolio to $30 million in a short period of time, and that's a good kind of game plan of where we like to be. We're not in the business to do tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of deals in every deal. We want to be profitable. Again, you might have heard us tell the story before. If we could do one deal, just one deal a year, and it was a big enough deal that it would cover our financial goals, we would do that. Typically, in order to meet where we want to be, it's about 20 deals. I will tell you, I know so many lenders who try to just be deal junkies and do as many deals. I don't know what it is, if it's ego or whatever. They try to do as many deals as possible, and their bottom line numbers aren't all that impressive. So whatever your game plan is, if it's to do one deal a month to supplement income, if it's to do 4 or 5 deals a month as a one-person operation, that's great too. Or if you want to do tons and tons of deals and create a team like we have, that works. Okay, so I'm glad you were able to get through all these videos. I know it's a lot of information, but follow it. Go back to it as you're growing your business and as you have particular things that you need help with. Rewatch some of those videos. As you're watching those videos, and we talked about this at the beginning, make sure you're filling out that weekly checklist. This weekly checklist is so important. We both follow these on a regular basis. We actually do them on a daily basis, not necessarily a weekly basis. But when you're starting, make sure you follow this weekly checklist. It's your kind of game plan to stay consistent. So what I would recommend right now, and we talked about this, but what I'd recommend is make sure every week you're doing one particular content piece for your social platforms. It can be a blog post, ideally a video, something of value that providing to real estate investors to help grow your following. And then you're going to follow that up with one email blast. Typically on a Thursday, you want to do one email blast. Every Thursday to your entire list. I don't care if your list has one person on it right now, that's fine. Your list is going to grow and grow and grow. Make sure you're consistent with those. Make sure you're doing one investor meeting with a private capital investor. Figure out a way to set them up. Hit up your local sphere of influence, first and second degree. We talked about that in raising capital. Make sure you're doing those investor meetings. Also do some sort of referral meeting with someone else local in the business, maybe a real estate agent or a mortgage broker or someone that runs a meetup group. Meet with them once a week in order to figure out ways to work together. I also encourage you, boots on the ground type of stuff, go to one real estate investment association group or one meetup group every week, and also do continuing education learning. Learn the industry, learn more about what you can, mostly related to real estate investors. So you can talk the lingo and make sure when they come to you for a loan, you understand what's going on in the local market. There's no better way to secure a relationship with a real estate investor than know the market better than they do, so they can utilize you as a resource to work with. So that's kind of the plan. That's the weekly checklist. I'd encourage you as you grow to expand on this, but this is like 101 that has to be done. It has to be done. Okay, so also, I don't know if you're aware of this. I don't know. We're not very open at sharing this because it's kind of like an underground setup that we have, but we do some small group consulting on, usually it's on a monthly basis. It's hard to get into. You do have to apply. It's by application only. And the reason it is Chris and I fulfill these ourselves. It's a 2-day workshop. Think of it as a decade in 2 days. You'll actually spend 2 full days in our office in Columbia, Maryland at the HMB headquarters to go through everything, our entire HMB playbook of things that we do every day. You come to our office, you meet our team, and we go through everything. similar to these videos that you watch, but obviously more in depth. And also we're able to walk you through it, answer any questions that you may have. We go through the marketing, we go through the origination and the scripting, the underwriting, the raising capital, working with the private investors, the portfolio management, the full action plan. But you also get to work not just with us, but also our individual team members in our office who are implementing and executing on these every day. And we do build it out, although we do these in 2 to 3 groups at a time. We can't do any more than that because we fulfill these, and to be honest, they take a ton of time and a ton of effort. And we're at your disposal for 2 full days from start to finish. So we can only do a few of these at a time, obviously. But a huge benefit of it is instead of kind of taking the longer term approach to get into this business, you're going to be ready to go. You're going to be ready to go with an action plan and everything immediately, right after you come in here. So obviously you get that decade and 2 days, which is the biggest value. But after doing a lot of these for clients, we've realized that there's some add-ons that really help them as well. So pretty much we're just giving everything that we use, our software and our systems inside our business, to every single person who qualifies and to come into this decade in 2 days. So obviously we're doing some follow-up and implementation stuff. That's no problem. We do follow-up calls as issues arise that you need help with. But you also get that origination software. I don't know if you've heard us talk about that, but it's the origination software that we use with our team. You get all the investor presentations that we use. If we ever update stuff, you get updates on that stuff. You get our forms, our origination, our processing, our underwriting, all of our closing stuff that we do on a regular basis. The investment agreements that we do with our private capital investors. So it's the investment agreements, the broker, the servicing agreements, and also the loan doc package. The loan doc package alone that most attorneys will use to customize to you is typically several $1,000s, but we'll give you our forms package, and then you would just bring it to whoever your local attorney is, or we can hook you up with a local attorney in your market to help you do that loan package. So that's a huge savings. So typically, for me, I like just throwing money at things in order to get a quick start. It just works better for me. I don't really want to go through the process and kind of figure it out myself. I want to jump right in. Chris and I want to jump right in, pay whatever kind of money it costs, and just have the experts who have a clear game plan, who already is doing this every day. I just want to jump in and have them do that. That's what we've always done. We did that with internet marketing years ago. We've done that with real estate investing. We did that with funnel building with a guy named Russell Brunson. We did a lot of that stuff in this mastermind. We're always in these groups, these mastermind groups, these coaching programs. It's just easier than learning it the hard way. We had to learn hard money lending the hard way because there wasn't anyone teaching this. And to this day, there's not many people that are teaching this except us. It's kind of a small niche business. That's just how it is. But I will tell you, if at the time that we got in this business, there was somebody like us, we would have jumped in and learned it the easy way instead of learning it the hard way and stumbling through things. So again, we also have part of this program is we also do annual masterminds where we pick some of the top lenders in the local areas that we're a part of that are clients of ours, and we invite them in and we share experiences and we share deals and we figure out what's working, what's not working, and things like that. So if this is you, I will tell you that it does cost a good bit of money, but if this is you and you're the type of person that just wants to jump in and take action and just learn it the right way without having to stumble through it the hard way, I encourage you to apply. Like I said, it's by application only. Even if you are the perfect applicant and the perfect person that has money, that is an action taker, that's ready to go right now on time, I still can't promise that you're going to get in, just because there's not that many spots, and when they're filled, they're filled. Again, we only do a selected amount of these every year, and we can only take on a few people at a time because Chris and I personally fulfill these things. And again, just based on time, we have a full hard money lending business to run, so there's only so many clients we can take on. So if this is you, I encourage you to take action on that. I'll put the link below, and if it's right for you, it works. You'll apply. You'll talk to somebody in our office to see if you're the right fit. If you are the right fit, they'll reach out to Chris and I, and we'll get on the phone with you as well afterwards to see if we can help you and if everything's aligned. But hopefully that is you, and if it is, I wouldn't spend any more time thinking about it. I would take action right now and fill out the application.